Good morning, everyone. This is Abhinaya, working as an assistant professor in Shriram Engineering College. So today we are going to discuss about PHP. So we have already discussed about servlets. So servlet is nothing but a piece of Java code which resides on your server side. Similarly, PHP also resides on a server side. It is a scripting language. So PHP is nothing but hypertext preprocessor. So it is a server-side scripting language using which we can develop dynamic web pages. So what is dynamic web pages? Based on the user input, we can automatically generate the web pages. So the main thing using PHP is using PHP we can interact with databases, we can validate a form, we can create a dynamic web page using PHP. This is the basic introduction of PHP. So it resides on your server side to create a dynamic content, and PHP we can embed with HTML code as JavaScript is a client-side validation tool. Similarly, PHP is a server-side validation, server-side dynamic content web page creation. We will be using PHP. We can embed PHP code along with our HTML code. So it is open source. We can widely use PHP for free. So this is the basic syntax for writing a PHP. So angular bracket question mark PHP. Inside this particular tag we are going to give the code of a PHP. So this is the basic syntax for creating a PHP code or script. Next is PHP variables. So as we all know, what is a variable? A variable is nothing but to store some values. We are going for variable. What kind of values we can able to store in a variable? We can either store numbers, strings, characters, everything can be stored inside a variable, right? Similarly, PHP variables, in PHP variables also we can store multiple values of different data types. But the main thing is you have to use dollar sign. A dollar sign is the first symbol to start with the name of the variable. So these are all the basic rules for creating a variable. So variable name should start with dollar sign, and it is case sensitive, so it makes a difference for uppercase and lowercase. So we need to focus on that, and we don't want to declare the data type of the variable in prior. So these are all the basic rules for creating variable names in PHP. So this is the basic example. So as we have discussed, PHP program or PHP script, it starts with angular bracket question mark PHP, and it is enclosed with, we have to close the open tag, right? So inside this we are going to give PHP code. So first thing is name. So name is a variable which starts with dollar sign. So dollar sign name, it is a variable. Here we are storing the name of the person John. So the data type is not declared prior. So based on the values, data type is automatically analyzed. So here John is a data type, string data type. Next you can store number data type, floating point, and boolean. All the kind of data types can be used with variables. Next one is echo. I'm just printing my name. So here we are going to use echo function. It is a built-in function using which we can print the output statement. Usually in Java you'll be using system.out.println, right? Similar to that, similar to printf, here we are using echo command to print the output of a variable. So next is PHP built-in functions. So what is a function? A function is mainly used for, it is a block of code. Why are we using functions? For introducing code reusability, right? So these are all the basic inbuilt functions in PHP. First one is echo. Echo is used to print the output on the screen. Next one is strlen. So to find the length of a string, we are using this function. Next one is set. So a variable may or may not have value in it, right? So to find out it checks whether a variable has some values or it is null. So here inside my PHP code, I'm declaring a variable var. It starts with dollar sign. I'm storing hello in this particular variable. So if is a condition, it checks whether that particular variable is set or not, that is it has some values or not. If it has some values, we are echoing. We are just printing the value of the variable, or printing variable is set. If nothing is present, if null value is present in your variable, then it will exit the loop. Next comes int value. If I want to convert a value into an integer, here str is a variable where I'm storing string values here. Even though it is 1, 2, 3, it is stored within your double quotes. So once it is in your double quotes, it is string variable. So I'm just storing 1, 2, 3 string variable here. What I want to do is I want to convert this particular string to an integer value. I just want to convert the data type, right? So for that purpose, I'm using int value. So int value is a function using which I can convert a string or a value to an integer. Finally, I'm printing the output. Next built-in function is my array. So what is an array? Array is a collection of data types, right? Array can, here in this particular PHP, in arrays we can store multiple values, that is different data types in my arrays, like integer, floating point, character, number. Even arrays can be stored inside arrays. So this is the basic syntax for creating an array. So $sign colors is my array name, equals array is the keyword here. So inside my array, I'm just storing the values red, green, blue. If I want to fetch the one particular value in my array, what I have to do is by using index values. So as in other programming languages, here also array index starts from 0. So index 0 is red, 1 is green and 2 is blue. If I want to print green, I just want to print echo colors of 1. So first position, the value in the first position is printed here. So in arrays you will be having 3 types, we'll discuss later. Next one is date. So date is one of the built-in function. Here inside my PHP code, I'm just writing echo date of, this is the format in which the output should be printed. So here what I'm printing is year, month, day, and HIS is nothing but hour, minutes and second. So this is the format, I'm just printing the date. If I want only specifically, if I want only the year, now what I have to do is echo date of Y. It prints only the year. This is the basic example PHP script to calculate age. So inside my PHP script, what are the basic things I need to do here? Initially, I want to declare the name of the person, birth year of the person. To calculate the age, what I have to do is I have to get the current year. So current year equals date of, I'm just getting only the year. So this is the format of my year, of my date, but I need only year, right? So I'm just if I give only Y, only the year is fetched from here. Next is I want to calculate the age. For calculating the age, what I have to do is I'm getting the user input, that is the current year from the user, minus the birth year is already declared, so I can find out the age of the person. I'm just printing it using my echo function. Next one is PHP form validation. So what is validation? In JavaScript, JavaScript is used for client-side validation. Similarly, PHP form validation is we are checking the credentials, whether it is right or wrong, before even processing or before storing into the database. We just want to check whether the values are correct or not. So for that purpose, we are going for PHP form validation. So what are all the steps involved in form validation? I just want to create a HTML form using which the basic structure of my web page is created, and inside my PHP I can apply the validation rules. Validation logic is provided inside my PHP code. Finally, I just want to display the errors if any. So this is the basic example. So here a form method, this is the HTML code where I'm just creating the basic structure of my validation. So form method equals post. We are having two methods, right? Get and post. So what is why are we using post here? For secure transmission of data, I'm just using post here. And action equals, I'm just giving the location of my PHP server where this particular thing should be saved. So here PHP self is used. Self is nothing but in the current PHP file itself, I just want to store this particular form. So PHP self fetches the name of the current or location of the current PHP file that we are working. Next one, name. I'm just creating input type equals text, name equals name value. So I'm just creating a name. I'm just creating the email and submit button is created. Basic thing, name. I'm just getting name and email, and finally I'm just submitting my values. So next one is PHP validation. So what I have to do is I just want to validate the name first. So if first thing I want to do is I want to check whether the name is entered, name is present or not. If nothing is entered, I want to define please enter your name. So if I'm checking whether this $ post of name means the values which we are entering in the HTML form is fetched here, and that particular values fetched here using $post. And if it is this particular thing is empty, I just want to declare the error message as name is required. Else if some value is present inside my name, what I have to do is I have to test the input using regular expression. I'm just checking if repeat regular expression match off. I'm just checking, I'm just giving the condition of my name. So what are all the basic condition of your name? The name should not contain any special characters or numbers, but it can have small letters, uppercase and lowercase, right? These are all the conditions I have given here. So once it matches, no problem. If it is not, if it has some errors, what we have to do is only letters and white space are allowed. You have to type this as a message, alert message. Next one, I'm just validating an email. So for email, what is the basic condition? You must have @ symbol, right? So whether the email values are present or not. If it is empty or not, you are checking. If it is empty, you have to display the error message. Else it is not empty. What you have to do is you just want to check whether it satisfies the following condition. So these are all the basic things for validation. So this is the explanation of my HTML code, PHP and error handling. So thank you.